Welcome to Empowering Women TV. We are here today at the Emerson Umbrella Center for the Arts for our first live show taping, and we're very excited to have everyone here and excited for our guests. I'm Susie Spivey, one of the co-hosts of Empowering Women, and as a life and career coach, I help women to really uncover their unique gifts, particularly in times of transition where they're looking for what's next in their lives. And I found that women need the support of other women to really help them understand and get beyond the things that may hold them back and block them. And that's what I really try to do, is to give support, to help women find clarity and to move forward in the direction of their dreams and the way they want their life to unfold. And I'd like for our other co-hosts to go around and share how they work with women.
Thanks, Susie. Hi, I'm Christine Lucas, and the name of my company is Complete Mind and Body. I'm a holistic health and nutrition counselor. And what that means is I help my clients to find more energy and balance in their lives through both food and lifestyle. So it's not just the food that we put in our mouths, but it's how we live our lives. It's how we think, how we communicate, how we move, spirituality, being in a career or a life path that's empowering, that's inspiring. And we also look at stress management, because all of that is really what feeds the soul, which feeds us and nourishes us on the deepest levels. And when we are hungry in life for something, oftentimes, what do? We eat, right? We just put in our mouth.
Right.
So you can read all the greatest diet books out there and know exactly what to do, but why is it? What stops us? What gets in our way? What prevents us from having what it is that we want in our lives?
Right.
So we explore that a little bit, and that's what
Right.
makes it different from a traditional nutritionist.
Thank you. Chuhan?
Hi, I consider myself a conscious practitioner of being an empowered woman. I have, the past few years, have to sort of re-identify myself. I've been a mother and blessed to have been home with my kids, and found myself in a situation where I'm now single again, and also back in the workforce, and having kids that bless wonderful kids, and soon they're off on their own. I'll be an empty nester. Life goes on. And for me, I found that through this journey, what has helped me through it is understanding universal laws. And one of them is about law of attraction. Many of you might have heard that because of The Secret. There was an underground documentary that came out, live to Oprah and Larry King, I believe. And so, and I find as I studied it, I realized that, geez, I can very consciously recreate and redefine who I am when I am more conscious of what I think, what I say, what I feel and do. And because according to law of attraction is that when you do all this stuff, you put out a vibration. And when you do that, you can attract more of the same. So you gotta be very careful, because whether you like it or not, you can attract whatever you put out there. And on that journey, I co-organized a Boston Law of Attraction meetup, and this is my way of bringing together a community of people who is on this journey of wanting to consciously and deliberately create the kind of life they would like to have. And so, this is a way that I find that I'm able to be empowered and find other women that we share in this collaborative effort of this journey.
Beautiful, thank you. Carolina?
Hi, I'm Carolina. I'm the guest today.
Our special.
And I'm special. Thank you for making me feel so special, because I really do. I'd like to segue right into what she just said, is that the power of attraction and is very serendipitous to me, and in the sense that how I got to be the host of Contributions to Earth happened just that way. I've always dreamed of having my own show or doing something special that contributed to others, as well as fulfilling an acting career. So the day that I met Marie Manning, you all know who that is, that wonderful little Marie Twinkle, she she was in the studio when I was filming an indie film, and just by chance, she, in her little twinkle way, said, "Hi, would you like some tea?" And I'm like, "Who are you?" And so we got to talk, and here I am, host of her show, Contributions to Earth, and we kept on saying, "Oh, really? Oh, I love that too." And "Oh, I always wanted to do that. Oh, would you like to do this?" And so here I am, hosting this lovely show that actually is empowering to me, because I get the opportunity to teach people and show people what acts of kindness are just so easy to do, and it helps the world and others. And as we've just seen a couple weeks ago, and any little type of act of kindness can help and save a person's life and send them in the right direction. So that's the message that I have today, and it is empowering, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Suzanne.
So accomplished, all of you. So let me share with you who I am and what I do in my career. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I specialized in women's health care. And not unlike like all of you, really, I am helping women through transitions of their life and helping them, clarify things and move forward. And the name of my practice is Menopause and Sexual Health Care. And menopause, perimenopause, starts after age 35 in a woman's life. And so it's really meeting women in that age group and all the way through menopause. And it's about balance, either through hormonal use, bioidentical hormones, but it's about finding the hormonal balance. And really very rewarding for me, because so many women come in and say, "Thank you, you gave me my life back." It's also a physiologic, point of view, but it's also a very psychological, emotional, spiritual part of these women's lives that I feel so touched by and able to help them with. Because if someone is imbalanced physiologically, hormonally, then things are off. They don't feel like exercising. Their relationships are suffering. They could have sexual pain issues. So there's a lot that I feel blessed to really help them with and balance in their life. So
Wonderful.
that's what I do.
Wonderful, wonderful. So
Thank
we
you.
have quite a varied background here, and I'd love for us to spend a few minutes talking about from our personal experience, either in our personal lives or working with clients. What do you feel is the main reason that movements toward women's empowerment is so necessary and so relevant today?
Well, I think just look at women going through menopause. So many women come in and they go, "You know what? My mom, all I knew is that there might be some hot flashes, but that's all I knew. And when she was going through it, oh my gosh, you didn't want to be around her." And that's the education around women going through menopause. So my hope is that women are connected in their community with each other, either through, religious organizations or other gatherings, where they can share this experience and learn from each other. Because there's just a wealth of knowledge out there. If, let's say, Susie, you go for help on something, but then someone else needs that knowledge, how great is it just to cross-educate and help people through these transitions in life? So those relationships are huge in a woman's life.
I agree.
Not only that, but I feel like women's roles have shifted and changed so much in our lifetime that it's not clear for a lot of women to know exactly where their power is or what their role is or where they're best suited. So what do most women do is take care of everybody else.
Exactly.
So one of the biggest themes that I see in my practice is, and it's a hard one, it's a real tough concept to swallow, but that's making yourself first. And isn't it funny when you're on the airplane, they have to tell you to put your own mask on. They even show it in the video before you put it on your child.
Right.
So it's learning how to make yourself a priority, because you're better off, everybody in your world is better off.
Right.
If you're in a career, your coworkers are better off. If you set boundaries for yourself, people won't walk on you as much and you'll feel more empowered. And when you feel more empowered and more positive and people respect you, then people demand that for themselves. Women
Yeah.
particularly demand that for themselves, which
Right.
is a real tough thing for women, especially the older generation, to grasp.
Absolutely. Chuang, what are your thoughts?
Lots going through my mind. Sometimes it's like, well, I'm going to process it.
There's so much to say.
Right, totally. And I find that especially, I'm connecting a lot of women now who have to move in a place where they've either been on their own for a long time or they have to now do that. And a lot of us have to become very, what you call, masculine. You know, a lot of traits where we have to be the doer, the provider, all that. And this could be true in a career, but the other parts of us that's also very important, especially in relationships. And if you want to relate with guys in other ways, like they love us because of the feminine part. And many of us have to say, feminine, okay, what does that look like?
Right.
And so it's great then I find that to be empowered, you got to be very comfortable in both. And I haven't been that because I've been a mother, a nurturer, and all that. And to connect with that, I sort of call in. I was very clear the kind of women I want to have in my life. You know, and that's part of the thing. If you have a very clear intention, you put it out there, sort of the universe can deliver. And I use a song to sort of bring that in, and the past 2 years I brought in the kind of women I want to connect with, and some of them know how to be just very feminine. Some of them are very strong in different areas, but we help each other through this process. And by doing that, and women love to share. They like to nurture, like to help each other. And to me, it's very important the kind of women you want to attract into your life
That
to
is so
help
important.
you to do that.
Yeah. And that, that leads me into, in my work, I often work with women who either are so entrenched in a career that they may have been in for a long time and are really unhappy and unfulfilled, but can't see beyond it to see what the possibilities may be. Or women who may be trying to enter the workforce again after staying home for many years and really can't see what may be possible for them. And I find that the key is helping them see the bigger picture and see some of the possibilities, but then break it down into small steps, because it gets so overwhelming when you see a vision that you may want to create for your life, but it's like, how am I ever going to get there? And you really have to break it down and take one small step at a time. And I find that that's really important. Carolina, how about you?
Well, I've been thinking, we as women and men too, I guess you want to be a caretaker to everyone, but it's true, you do have to take care of yourself. And as we go through life in different stages of life, like you said, your kids are gone and, you're single again, and, I'm single again too. And so when I became single again 10 years ago, I went to Home Depot and I rented a machine to sand my floors, and the man said, no, you can't do that. You're too small. I said, put it in my car now, please, thank you. And I had one of my neighbors, a man, carried up my stairs, and it pulled me around my house, and I didn't care because I was so empowered by doing that for myself. I didn't do a great job, but I did it, and it really helped my self-esteem.
Yeah.
And I think like you said, in increments and little things like that in life, and changing jobs and starting over. I've been laid off, and the show, Contributions to Earth, really keeps me going, even though I don't get paid for it. I love it, and it makes me feel so good. So I think that with the law of attraction and everything else, we just constantly have to tell ourselves that we're good and we deserve to be able to do other things, and no matter what anyone says.
Yeah, absolutely.
Darn it.
And I think the key and the reason we're all involved in this endeavor that Twinkle Manning has created, this wonderful environment for us to support and share, is bringing together community and bringing together women so that they can support each other, because we need each other so much. And because women are nurturers. We have that natural inclination to want to support and encourage each other. And That's really what this is all about. Our movement to empower women.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Empowering Women TV. We'll be right back.